Hello, today we're talking about 2 Timothy. So 2 Timothy is the last pastoral letter written by Paul, and it's probably actually the last letter that Paul writes before his death. And so it's a really emotionally charged letter. It's written to Timothy, a disciple that he calls his child, and he's asking Timothy to come see him in his final days. So Paul is in prison most likely because of Nero. There's a fire in AD 64, and Nero blames it on the Christians, and because of that, the Christians are greatly persecuted. And in response to that, Paul is arrested, probably in AD 64, 65. And we know that he dies before AD 68 because Nero commits suicide in AD 68, and Paul is executed under Nero's reign. And so we believe that the letter is probably written around AD 66, but it's written from prison, and Paul, you can see in the words that he uses, for example, 4:6, "For I am already been poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure has come. I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept faith," that he knows that his end is drawing near. It's super emotional. He uses the words, "May it not be charged against them," when he's talking about the Christians that deserted him in Rome. And this is so beautiful because it's actually the same words that Stephen uses when Paul approves his execution, and the same words that Jesus uses when he dies on the cross. So we just see just the beauty of this letter, the pain, and just the encouragement that it would have been to Timothy. We can just see how Paul really loved Timothy and really wanted to encourage him in his ministry. So this book is kind of like Paul passing the baton of his ministry on to Timothy and saying, don't fear, carry on the ministry despite suffering. Jesus is worth it all. The key verse could be 4:5, and it says, "As for you, always be sober-minded, endure suffering, do the work of an evangelist, and fulfill your ministry." So like I said, Paul is just encouraging Timothy to press on for him. It's really beautiful. I really encourage you to read this letter, to sit with it, to ponder it, to feel what Paul was feeling. And what Timothy was feeling as his father in the faith, as someone who mentored him, who traveled with him, who sent him on many missions, is coming to the end of his life. How you would feel if someone was writing, your mentor was writing you this letter, and saying, encouraging you that it was worth it all. And Paul says that the Lord will rescue him from every evil deed and bring him safely into his heavenly kingdom, to the glory forever and ever. To him be the glory forever and ever. So you see that Paul is holding on to this hope of eternal life and living with Christ. So I hope you enjoyed the letters of Paul, and we'll see you another time.